Hello everyone, it is great to see you here once again on Dee's Delights. Today we are going to make spicy spring picnic pork. And there's an interesting ingredient in this. We're going to use a can of Dr. Pepper, not diet, but a can of Dr. Pepper. And I thought, wow, Doug loves Dr. Pepper. We always have Dr. Pepper in the house. This is great. And there's only 5 ingredients to make this pork fabulous. So let's get started. Right now it is about 10:30 at night. I know, it's crazy. We're not going to eat this tonight, and we're not going to eat it in the morning. But I thought if I put it in, because you can cook it for 8 to 10 hours on low, I thought if I cook this tonight, by tomorrow morning, I'll just put it in the fridge and we can have it for lunch or for dinner. So it works out great. So for this recipe, you're going to need 2 pounds of boneless pork shoulder roast trim. Well, I have boneless sirloin roast, pork loin. You're going to need just a little bit of salt and pepper, 1 large sweet onion. Well, I have a Vidalia. Also, you are going to need 1 18 to 20 ounce bottle, which is equal to about 1 3/4 cups, hot and spicy barbecue sauce. So all of you know by now that I don't do hot and spicy. So I'm going to substitute that with an 18 ounce bottle of slow simmered sweet brown sugar barbecue sauce. Much safer for me. I don't like the heat. Then of course our 1 cup of Dr. Pepper. And then 8 hamburger buns. You can split them and toast them. It says, or 16 baguette style French bread slices toasted. It's up to you, whatever you want to use. I bought Pepperidge Farm 8 sweet Hawaiian hamburger buns. That's what I'm going to use. And then you can put whatever toppings on you want. You can use sliced tomatoes, lettuce, pickles, anything you want. Personally, I think I'm going to eat it without anything on it other than the bun. I don't think it needs anything else. So let's get started. Okay, let's go ahead and get our onions chopped up. It says to slice them into thin wedges. I just have mine sliced like this. I'm just going to lay it all in the crock pot. It's going to cook down to practically nothing anyway. Okay, it says sprinkle meat with salt and pepper. I've already done that. Place onion into cooker. What we're going to do is place our onion wedges into cooker. Put that on the bottom. It says to use a 4-quart slow cooker. Mine's a 6. I'm sure it'll be fine. Then it says top with meat. Whoops, get the plastic off. So we're going to put the meat in on top of the onions. Then add barbecue sauce in carbonated beverage. So mine is 18 ounces, so I'm going to pour the whole bottle in. Okay, next we need 1 cup of Dr. Pepper. So we'll have about 1/3 of a can left. Cover and cook on low for 8 to 10 hours. Okay, I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to turn it to low, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. It's about 11:15. Good morning, everyone. It's a little after 8 in the morning. I shut this off about 7:30, so it would have been cooking for about 8 hours and 45 minutes. So let's see what we got in here. First it says remove meat. So that's what we'll do. With this big hefty duty spatula, and I'll have a spoon on one side. Some of the onions are sticking to the bottom of it. Then it says remove onion with a slotted spoon and add to meat. There we go. Then it says pour cooking liquid into a glass measuring cup or bowl and skim off the fat. Mine really didn't have any fat, so I don't know if I really need to do that. Well, that just made a mess. Okay, let's go ahead and shred our meat. This is pork tender, very tender. It's just breaking apart. Oh my goodness. And I'll just mix it around with the onions. I'll take out any fat that I see. There's not much fat on this piece of meat, but there is a little here and there. So if you notice any fat and don't want it in there, just remove it as you're breaking it apart with the fork. Now normally what you would do is once you've skimmed the fat off, and I don't see any fat laying on top of there, you're just going to pour enough to cover the meat. You don't want it drenched in broth because you're going to put it on sandwiches. But you have something that looks like this. You can also at this point, if you're serving at a picnic or whatever, put your meat back in the slow cooker and then pour your juices over top and then serve it from there. But I'm not. I'm going to be storing this in the fridge and having it for lunch or dinner tonight. So what I'm going to do is stir enough of the cooking liquid to moisten. So let's see what I got. Mine has a good flavor. I might just add just a hair more juice. I probably added about a cup or so. You do it to the consistency you like. Because mine's going to sit in the fridge. Now mine has a good flavor for me because I use the sweet brown sugar barbecue sauce, and that Dr. Pepper, I can taste a hint of that in there. So this will be great on sandwiches. Yeah, that's really good. I'm going to have them on my Pepperidge Farm 8 Sweet Hawaiian hamburger buns. So I would highly recommend this. Very easy to do. Doesn't take much time other than the slow cooking, but there's hardly any prep time. And it turned out really good. And those onions, they pretty much just cooked down to nothing. Kind of like caramelized. Excellent. I would highly recommend this. I would give this a 9 out of 10 here on Dee's Delights. So I thank you for joining me here once again, and I hope you have a fabulous day. See you soon.